Hello everybody and welcome back. We'll just do a real quickie down the allotment. We're down here to free up the cables on the rotavator. They got a bit rusty over the winter, so a bit titivating really. But luckily the ground is eventually drying up so we can get onto it. And I'll just show you a quick round, see what's happening. I mean that there's actually drying out now. That was a total mud bath. Absolutely mud bath. I'm still sinking here a bit. And the ditch, well, the ditch has decided to empty itself, which is handy, which means this part can drain away into the ditch. Up there it's not too bad, that's drying out well, but it is ever so what you can see by the colour of it. And you've got to be careful where you walk here because you're just sinking. But I think the rhubarb's okay, it's still growing. That's some bamboo we chopped out, it seemed to get everywhere. And the standing water, well, that's actually disappeared now, which is good. This is going to be a flower meadow today, this year. We're going to dig it all up and just plant wildflowers for the bees. As you can see in between the raised beds now, look at that. You wouldn't even know there'd been a drop of water here. That's looking good. The onion sets are there. They're doing okay. I've had to put a bit of a wire mesh on top of the peas because the let me see, there you go, there's the peas. The pigeons, they're thinking it's free food for them, so they've been sort of picking it a bit, so I've had to cover them. The flower sprouts, well, they're still there. We're still eating them, we are, they're good. That bed's nearly empty. There was a few parsnips in there, but they're gone now. So you can see here where the pigeons have been attacking the cabbage. They just sit on top and peck it away until it's all gone. So really we need to keep this off of the plant. But I mean, that's starting to go to seed now. That's your fielder kraut or sauerkraut, curly kale, ultra reliable, virtually indestructible. That's even there, like you can see where the birds have been sitting on it and they've been having a peck. Nero kale, same sort of thing. We've got a few leaves there to have still. I think the birds have had quite a pick in there, more so than we have anyway. That's even gone to seed, that one. You can see them all going to seed, so they weren't digging up. And there we are, the ruby chard, that's coming up again this year, so that's, you could even pick a few leaves if you wanted to, but wait till it gets a bit bigger. The pea sticks, well, they're in the ground. We can just pull them out and plant them somewhere else as necessary, ready for next year's crop. Got some sage and some thyme. Is this one thyme or marjoram? Yes, it's thyme. Smells lovely, it does. Obviously some more kale. Curly kale. Now that looks like it's trying to go to seed, which is a bit unusual really. They don't normally do that. And they've got that one there, see? Yeah. Little flower spike. I mean, that could be the cause because the pigeons have been attacking it and it needs to go to seed to survive. A few little tate flowers down there, just a little splash of colour. And we're going on. So there's quite a lot to do actually, a lot of tidying up. As I say, it's only March at the moment and we've only just been able to get on the ground. It's started to dry out a little bit. And just coming into growth again there. Rosemary, smells delicious. There's your primulas, another little splash of colour. Our leeks, we'll be able to pull a few leeks I suppose. You know, one or two here and there. We've got to get on top of this grapevine this year. Give it some proper stakes, something to grow up on. But all takes time. I mean, it's right down to there at the moment, so it really does need a proper support. And the same for the other one, the other end. Now the apples, they've eventually dried out, as you can see. These 2 pear trees, now these are going to get moved this year because they're actually, if you look down the edge of the path there, you can see they're encroaching in the path as you walk down. So we're going to dig these out and move these, hopefully without doing too much damage, because they are actually just sprouting away there. So time is getting of the essence to actually move these without causing too much setback. Globe artichoke, there you go, that's started to shoot away already. And obviously that's last year's globe artichokes up there. We don't really actually eat these. The roses, they're starting to shoot away, which is good. So you can definitely see the difference in the where the apples was just sitting in water, and now it's definitely drained out, which is good. Our garlic, they're doing really well. There's 2 or 3 different types of garlic in there. You can actually sort of tell with the different colour leaves and the different size stems. But hopefully we should get quite a nice crop of them. That's just our compost heap, or one of them there. We've got a few herbs to get planted over the back. The frogs, hopefully safe inside still. And over there where the daffs are, that's going to be all dug out, and we're going to put a massive big raised bed in there, basically for Eileen to tend. That's the latest shed we just built. I mean, that's even dried out now because all around the front was absolutely just soaking wet. And it's dried out. As you see, it's still very wet around there, but it has actually dried out, which is good. Quick look at the bees. Don't know what's happening in there today. Can't see any of them flying, but I know they are flying. This is our thornless blackberry there. That's a massive plant. I'm actually going to put a staging or something for that to grow up to this year. I mean, it's really sort of sprouting away already. It's so early. There you go. Still haven't dug up the sweet corn yet, but that's on my job of list to do, or list of jobs to do. All the currants are looking good. They're all dormant. Strawberries, yeah, we're going to have hundreds and thousands of them this year. Cabbages. The pigeons are having a right go at the cabbages over there. I think they're cabbages, I forgot they were. A few more leeks. And I think that's basically it. The ground's very soft as we walk round. This is where we were sinking last time, so that's definitely dried out now, that's good. A bit more rosemary. And the compost heaps. Yeah. Very wet underground there. That's a huge great one there. We've got a load of timber there, we're going to make some raised beds out of that. Just squelching around a bit. This is just a fence posting, you know, sort of half round type stuff. Bought loads of that off of eBay, and we're going to make some raised beds with that, and that should be quite something to do. I'm not quite sure yet. As we come around the back of the shed, our latest shed, and that's it. This was all covered in water last time, you can see. And there we go. So I'll come down today, I'm going to sort out the rotavator, the cables here, where those left out have sort of jammed up. So I'm going to sort of follow them down. And obviously down by the carburetor there, they must have got want a bit of WD on it, I expect. Same with the front and rear levers for the drive shaft. But it's something to play with, and that's what I'm doing for the next couple of hours. So, see you all later, and thanks for watching.